I'm going to crack this thing open.
You know how like advent calendars for kids, those chocolates?
Yeah, we got one.
I'm like that with pumpkin pie.
No, it's my first Marvel movie. Everyone's like, oh my god, you got to see a Marvel movie in theaters. So I'm like, okay, I'll go see Spider-Man.
Maybe they should have been in there because I have some opinions on why Georgia is in the playoffs. They should not be in the playoffs.
Oh my god.
Why should
Not
they?
you.
They just lost.
Welcome to the Beer and Sports Podcast. I am Josh Wingate 302. I'm using my hands. I don't know what to do with them right now. With my good buddy Josh Kimmel US. You see, I called you my good buddy again. But make sure to follow us, Mugs and Balls, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, as well as the network, Finn's Talk Sports Network, on all the same platforms. How's it going? But make sure before Josh responds to like and subscribe, because I know I'll get yelled at if I don't do that. I'll try and do that mid-show. Please let me remember. Someone remind me in the chat.
I am the master at resetting because I have people in the biz that remind me every freaking show. Get a text, hey bro, you didn't reset. I'm like, okay, so yesterday I reset on my show.
Okay.
But hey, I'm drinking. Oh, you're drinking a fan. Look at you. You go. What'd you ask me? What'd you ask me? You're like, hey Josh, are you drinking this week? And I'm like, you know what? I kind of will because I kind of want to. And so I poured. You're like, oh, let's make some cocktails. And I didn't get a chance to go to the store, so I'm like, you know what? I'll raise you your cocktail. And I'll bring out some quality craft beer you can't buy on shelves. This ain't no shelfie shit. This is stuff you have to actually go to.
You don't buy anything you can.
Anything you can buy. Anything you can buy at the shelf.
You're a black market guy here. We got a nice old fashioned here. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I wish I would have went to the store because I would have made myself something good too. But I'm stuck with this.
That is really good. That is so good. So a little backstory. You know about this. Before, when I first started out the Beer and Sports Podcast, I was trying to get as many guests as possible. And I was lucky enough to get Nick Mangold to come on the show.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And I was so pumped because Nick Mangold, us growing up, I don't know if you remember this, but it might be because I'm close to New York, is Nick Mangold was the guy. Like, that's the guy out of New York, the Jets. Like, he was the face of the franchise. And growing up, his sister was a big deal. She might have been the first female football player ever. Huge news article about this.
Never heard of him.
So
cool.
Nick was my guy. So I was super excited to have him. And we presented to him Beer and Sports. We drink on the show. So what drink would you like us to share with you? Because at the time, we all shared the same drink, and we rated it. So, with that being said, Basil Hayden straight neat was the way he wanted it to be drinking. So that's what we did. I went and I got Basil Hayden, got a nice little glass to share, and we did the show. I haven't touched that Basil Hayden since. But in honor of Nick Mangold, I am having old fashioned. I'm just not a straight neat person, and I'm more of like, I'm not a bourbon person. I'm more of a whiskey. So
whenever that happened, I remember you reached out to me because, professional. And then I'm like,
professional drinker.
I'm like, I'm not into bourbons yet.
Yeah.
So just to let everyone know, the beer life cycle, I'm going to give it to you right now. Whatever you can get when young, whatever you can get, Miller Lite, Bud Light, whatever you can get. Then you get a little older, you want to go, oh, I'm going crap. No. Then you get into your cocktails. Then you get into that stuff. Then you go to the craft section, which is like you go to ABC with liquors or whatever. You grab whatever. Oh, this is craft beer because it said so. Woo. But it's really not. And then you go back. You go back to the Sam Adams because you're like, I'm not. Blah. And then, I'm just saying in general. Then you get into the real craft beer where you're staying in the lines and trying to get one of 300 bottles made. And then you go to bourbon. I wasn't to the bourbon yet. I was to the part where I was staying in the line for 3 hours. But Davey was in bourbon. And Davey's like, just tell Josh to look it up on his fucking Twitter, bro. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I looked at Nick Mangold's Twitter, and the first thing he had was the bourbon. And then Davey told you to get that. And you're like, oh,
yeah. Never thought about it. So good job, Davey. Used to be a co-host on Once Upon a Sunday podcast. Sunday, 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Eastern.
I was thinking Central. Sorry, my bad.
But anyway, I just want to put that out there. I fired Davey.
Oh,
He
you
didn't-
fired him.
Yeah, he didn't quit. He didn't quit. I fired. Just kidding.
Why'd you fire him?
No, he just it just didn't work out. But I know people are here to talk. I know we're gonna have a lot of nonsense today. Like that was our thing. Nonsense. I
Yeah,
don't
we
wanna
just
think
wanted
about anything.
an easy breezy, beautiful show here.
But
But then
but
something big happened.
then
If you don't get it from the title of the show, the Beer and Sports Podcast, Let's Get Charming, something happened in Charm City.
oh, I didn't get it. I didn't get the point. I'm like, wait a minute, am I supposed to like seduce someone tonight? Like I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
You know, I'm just saying. But that's what it is. I mean, I figured let's play into it. We wanted to have a little relaxing type show here. I feel like your son just walked into the room and you're trying to act like he didn't.
Something really weird just happened. I just want to peek behind the curtain real quick. I am in my bedroom, and my bathroom is right here, and he likes to use our bathroom. He ran to the bathroom, saw I was on the microphone, ran away. He won't go anywhere else. So now I'm terrified. Where is he going to go pee, or where is he going to go number 2? Because he's going to go somewhere, but he only goes in our room. So I don't know. He literally ran in, looked at me like, and ran out.
That's funny.
So now I'm terrified. All right, what were you saying? Charming?
Yeah, so I figured we're gonna have a laid back show. We get a little charming here because laid back. Everyone gets to experience us for us. But then also, Charm City had a little news today. John Harbaugh got into the podium, started talking about everything he talks about, and then Lamar Jackson got a little Twitter happy, and he's like, "I requested a trade batch March 2nd. This is what's going on. I want to leave." What are your thoughts on Lamar Jackson requesting a trade? What does that mean to you?
Look, it means to me that you're going to see it two ways. You're going to see it as, and this is just based on Lamar and two different types of thoughts. Like, oh, he's a diva. He shouldn't be doing this. That's unprofessional. And then there's the other side of it going, well, he has a right to say all this stuff because he doesn't get a platform to go speak. Jim Harbaugh gets to go. I mean, I'm sure Lamar can, but you see my point is we're not seeing the full side. We're not seeing two stories. We're seeing one side. We're seeing the Ravens side. We're not seeing really Lamar's side. And I think it's okay for him to open up. I'm not against this at all. Was it kind of unprofessional? Would I rather see it at a press conference or something like in a setting where people can ask him questions, not just on social media like you're a child? Do it professionally. Like call a press conference, do something. Say, hey, you don't have it, whatever. Do the whole TO thing, except for not in your driveway. Do it somewhere else.
Oh yeah, do the
what
TO
to say?
thing.
What's what I'm saying? Like have people come to you and actually have a presser and do it legit.
What he should have done. Okay, opening day is coming up. In Baltimore, there's this. So if you're looking at Camden Yards,
opening day, like it's August already. Opening day. I'm trying to figure out like that's so we haven't even hit the draft yet.
Yeah, we're talking about baseball. So opening day is Thursday. Beautiful day of the year. I'm so excited for baseball. I know you're like, we're trying to figure out what to do today. And you're like, I know you're going to want to talk about the other sport. So yeah, this is my little sliding in the other sport. This is what you do. Okay, you're from Baltimore. You want to leave Baltimore the right way. So you go into Camden Yards, and down the street, there's a strip of nothing but bars. You go in there, you say, I requested a trade, crack open a Natty Bow, shotgun it, and say, I'm out of here. F you, I'm gone. And then you're a legend in Baltimore at that point.
He can imagine like Lamar Jackson just walking down the street, just everyone. What do you like? I don't understand how you can be top 10, like a very good talent, and just not be wanted. Just imagine if you're so good at your job and nobody wants to deal with you because this or that or that or this. Like, what's the reason? You produce, you're a good quarterback. You won MVP. You've done everything but win in Super Bowl MVP and win the Super Bowl. You've done everything else.
So you have Lamar Jackson haters, which hate them for saying that he can't play football, which obviously dumb fans don't listen to them because Lamar Jackson can play the game of football. I think his value, and we saw this, because what quarterback that plays at Lamar Jackson's level are you not willing to give up 2 first-round picks for? in a heartbeat.
Right?
We just saw that happen with Russell Wilson. They gave up more than 2 first-round picks.
Didn't
They
turn
sold
out.
the farm for him. So what quarterback are you not willing to give up 2 first-round picks and give a new contract to?
Yeah,
I-
you look at some of these teams that need the quarterback too. The Colts, right? They've been playing this stupid quarterback game this entire at least decade. I feel like just reach at it. Why don't you do something about it?
Yeah.
There's multiple teams like that. The Commanders, do something about it.
We're a part of a network, and we're not going to bring up the other guy, but we're a part of a network that could very easily go out and potentially make a trade for this guy. So, I mean, you could see Miami, you could see Tampa Bay, Washington. I mean, I would love to say New York, but they just gave him a big contract, so I don't know. You have the Jets. You said Indy. You have, just off the top of my head, you have Seattle, who could very easily go out and get this guy. I don't think they're sold on their current quarterback. So,
But they just paid their current
yeah,
quarterback,
but
so they
I'll-
it's hard.
but it was potential backup money.
They got paid pretty well.
$26 million a year, I think.
Gino, I don't know his contract in front of me. I know he spoke about it. It's pretty good money. I
For
mean,
him,
it's
yeah.
not backup. It's not backup. It's not Baker money.
No, it's not
not-
Baker money, but I think it's what you expected. So let's see. So he got 3 years, 75 million. So that's 25 million a year.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But you're also paying 50 million a year for starters. So
Mahomes and Josh Allen's and
Lamar Jackson's potentially.
exactly. So they're really going to spend that much money on Lamar when they just have Gino. They're good, and they could draft a quarter. We don't know. They could draft a quarterback this year, and
They have a potential out in Gino's contract this year.
oh.
So
They
there's
wouldn't do
that.
that. They wouldn't do it to him.
But if they got
look,
Lamar Jackson, they would eat that 25 million and say, "Okay, let's go."
it just doesn't make sense to me how nobody wants him and how he. I don't know. I was off Twitter
You know
a lot
why.
today.
You
Well, I know.
100% know why they do not want him.
I know why. I'm not
Why?
stupid. I'm not saying it.
Oh, okay.
I'm already in.
Are
I'm
we
already
playing
in
this
enough,
game? No, you tell me.
I'm already in enough trouble on Twitter. I called someone a C word earlier.
No, it's
So,
it's nothing bad. It's just that he has no agent, and they've seen how this contract negotiation has gone in Baltimore.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Oh, I know that's not what you're going to say. That's why I said you say it first. But that's the thing. You've heard owners come out and say, why are we going to negotiate with him? It's essentially we're helping Baltimore out, figure out a way to negotiate with him just so they can agree to that deal. Like that's all they're looking for. But that's the whole ordeal. And I guarantee you, the group of owners have gotten together and said, look, we don't want this to be a thing. It is streamlined. We get better deals. There's a better understanding of if we have agents, we get some deals, they get some deals. It works out in the long run for everybody. So they don't want players representing themselves. So that's the issue that we're seeing right now.
How would you feel as a player with the NFL telling you, like, just literally, you know, they're like, hey, everyone's showing Lamar, he doesn't have an agent, so fuck him, right? Like that's pretty much what's happening. Without
that's everyday business in the NFL. It happens all the time. They understand it. You toe the line in the NFL and you get paid a lot of money, life-changing money. I mean, what are you going to do? Are you going to be Colin Kaepernick in that situation? Stand up for what you believe in and fight for everyone's rights and just get thrown to the wayside, even though what you're doing is completely right. They don't see that as being so, and it doesn't benefit them. So they're like, screw you.
I just don't. I don't know. I hate everything about the situation. I just want him to go somewhere and be happy because he's a great, phenomenal athlete.
I agree.
Remember the days when him and Mark Ingram were having a great time, like back in 2019? We're all loving Lamar.
Yep.
Now I
that
feel
was
like
Baltimore's heyday. Like that's what every Ravens fan goes back to in the Lamar Jackson era. It's like, oh my God, look at this locker room. It was so much fun. Look what we did. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Now, when Lamar, see, that's the thing is with Lamar leaving, I always think about this too. Baltimore's in the same position as these other teams. What do they do now? Everyone's like, man, nobody wants Lamar. don't think Baltimore wants to give up Lamar in the end. I don't think they want to.
No.
I just don't think they want to pay him all that money.
Because who are they going to go to? Like, there's no
Exactly.
Lamar.
That's
Who
my
are they going
point.
to go to? Yeah.
That's my point. It's like, so they're in the same boat as everyone else. They don't want to pay Lamar, yet they have no backup plan if Lamar doesn't stay. At least not that we see. It's just such a weird situation. It's just so this and the Aaron Rodgers situation. I'm still unclear on that. Don't know if he's being traded. Don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I thought he was traded like a week ago.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I have no idea what's happening. Like, honestly, I don't know what's happening. So, two weird situations, two high, profile quarterbacks.
Definitely.
Two moneymakers.
Everyone, we are the Beer and Sports Podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe us on
Subscribe
YouTube.
us.
If you're subscribe to us.
Subscribe us. OnlyFans.
Please subscribe.
$8.99.
I am not against that. But make sure to subscribe to us if you are watching on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, and you want to join the conversation and actually get notifications when we are coming on. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like this show. And also, we have a Discord. So if you go to our Twitter channel at Mugs and Balls and join that Discord, you'll get notifications every time we go live as well. So anyway,
it's linked in the comment section below.
He's just heard that people say that.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I watched some. I watched some rookies yesterday.
I heard that. So you watched Gibbs, right?
I watched Gibbs. I watched some Quentin Johnston. I watched some Addison. I watched some BJ Robinson, and I watched some. I wanted to get the Michael Mayer because I know he's like a tight end going into like the top 12 in rookie drafts. So I wanted to look at him. I watched Darnell.
Darnell Washington.
Yes, Darnell Washington. There it is. That's the name. I hear that name a lot. Listen, guys, rookies and me, we don't get along. But I just don't like I hate college football. I'm just gonna put it out there. Hate it. Whoa, I just got like 1,000 comments. Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Link in the comments below.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm not really into college football, but I want to get your opinion on this because you told me in text privately. I don't know if this is out there in the world.
Yeah.
You like Gibbs over Bijan.
Yeah. I as a running back, I like Gibbs over Bijan because I feel like Bijan has more of that Reggie Bush running back ability to him. Yeah, he might have more power, but he doesn't have that ability to run between the tackles. You barely see him run between the tackles. If he does go to run a dive or something, he cuts it outside, just like you would see Reggie Bush do. But he is a dynamic player. I want to see him maybe at slot. You want to get him in open space. That's where he's really going to play and use all his magic. So that's where I think Bijan, I don't think he's going to be a bad player, but you're going to have to use him correctly. Just like I said a couple drafts ago when I was like, Kyle Pitts is going to be so good, but you got to use him as a wide receiver.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Gibbs, he runs between the tackles. He's an explosive guy. He's a really good receiving back. A lot of people have him compared to Alvin Kamara. Also, people have said Aaron Jones. I think he is a really good running back, not just a receiver.
Here's one I heard yesterday: Jamal Charles.
I don't know.
And I'm like, no, hold on. And then I saw a couple runs, and I saw how he was changing direction. I saw how he was using his eyes, his vision, going downfield. I was seeing him like he was not only. Spoiler: I don't like Bijan over Gibbs in fantasy.
Yeah.
But as a runner, you're right, because not only is he seeing the first move he has to make, he's looking downfield at the second guy and the safety coming. He's looking.
I love vision.
Where he's in. He knows where he's gonna go.
Michael Carter was one of my top running backs when he came out because of his vision. His vision was unreal.
Am I wrong on this Gibbs thing though? Like he sees everything.
No, Gibbs is good. Gibbs is really good.
Yes.
I watched Bijan because everyone early on in the process, everyone's like, Bijan. Okay, let me watch this guy. Watched him, and then I was like, I don't really see him running outside. I don't see him. I see him running outside. I see him being explosive in space, not necessarily running between the tackles. But when you get him in space, he's fantastic. Like, holy cow! Like he's going to be a game changer if you get him in space constantly. And I think that is where you get him in the slot, running open a lot more. I think that's his spot. And then you can use him in the backfield some because he has that ability. but I think ultimately he's a chess piece that you're going to use in that offense and move him around. But Gibbs, like he can do everything Bijan can, but he can run between the tackles. He might not be as explosive as a runner, but he has the vision. He can run between the tackles. He can receive. And instantly after I might have watched a game and a half of Gibbs, and then I watched 3 or 4 games of Bijan. And I went to my little channel that I talk draft with, and I was like, look, Gibbs is my number 1 running back in this draft. Bijan is going to be a really good receiver, chess piece. He's going to be that athlete that you see come out of high school into college. He's going to have that role of athlete in the NFL as well.
He's still the 101 in rookie drafts. I'm still going to take Bijan. He's just
because you instantly take athlete over anything. If someone can make yardage and do something, it doesn't matter about their position. They're getting you points.
Unless, you're Kadarius Toney, athlete that will never do anything in the NFL, unfortunately.
Oh, he
sorry, I'm
just
bitter.
Touchdown in the Super Bowl,
yeah, but he's a bum. That's it. That ends the conversation. He's a bum. Hey, man, do you know I still have your Apple TV password?
Yeah, fine. Keep it.
Fucking Ted Lasso's back, baby.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I gotta find something to watch. I gotta find something on TV. And I'm like, okay, The Last of Us, the first episode's like 2 hours. No way am I doing that right now.
The Last of Us. What is that about?
It's like the video game it's a HBO.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know I've heard that name before.
I'm like, I'm not doing that. There's no freaking way I'm doing that. That's too long. Then I'm like, okay, House of Dragons. Maybe I'll start that. Same thing. 45 an hour. No, I'm good. I go to Apple TV. I'm like, you know what? Ted Lasso's back. 2 episodes in, but the first episode's like an hour, so I contradict myself. Fucking great. Have you watched it yet? I noticed you didn't.
I watched the first episode.
Okay.
So I have you, my stepmom, and myself on my Apple TV.
Okay.
So I've not watched the second one yet. I can't wait to watch it. I got to wait for my wife. But I'm so excited.
Yes, you know why? Because season 2 kind of let me down because it was more of a.
It did.
It did. Season 2 let me down.
It left you with like an angry taste in your mouth.
Not me.
No.
Let me explain what season 2 did to me. It was more of a Ted versus himself, of course, right?
Yeah.
Self-reflection series season. There was no bad guy, and
there was no bad guy.
There was no bad guy. Who was the bad guy?
What?
In season 2, who was the bad guy?
The coach.
What coach?
I can't think of his name right now. The kid that left.
Nate didn't turn heel until the very last episode. You saw it coming. You saw how much of a jerk he was becoming.
Yeah, but he played that heel because you started hating him more and more throughout every episode.
I never hated him. I still don't hate him. Still don't hate him.
I hate that little fudger.
He's going to turn it around, man. He's going to turn it around. He's going to understand. Look, that's a very, very good show. Like, it leaves you with a good feeling. So he's going to turn around. He'll come back. Come on, guys. Chill. But yes, episode 2 is really, really, really good.
Yeah,
I can't wait till see. Remember when we all hated Jamie? I didn't hate Jamie. I thought Jamie was
who hated Jamie? Oh, Jamie Tart.
Yeah, because he was the heel. He was the cocky son of a bitch. Now he's turned it around.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Oh, you don't know about the.
What don't I know about?
The new player. There's a new player.
Oh, I don't. I know about the Mexican player.
Danny?
Yeah.
Hey, Jared, we're talking Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that is the person that got me to watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah, so no, the Mexican guy who can't make a free kick because he killed
the dog? The team mascot, the Greyhound.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He is one of my favorite characters. Football is life.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the accent. Goddamn. Football is life.
Yeah, and then I love that show. It's so good. And then Ted Lasso is just like the happy-go-lucky guy that everyone just falls in love with.
But I feel sorry for him because it's all a front and it's fake. And if you really want to get deep into the show,
the question is, hold up,
he's kind of a fraud.
I need to know if I'm playing games tonight. Jared is here. We always have a brothers game night. I need to know if we're gaming tonight. So, Jared, if we're gaming tonight, please leave a comment saying that we're gaming tonight. I'm just left in limbo here because I never know.
And Jared, I'm out.
You're out.
I'm playing Fortnite with Davey.
Oh, you're changing it up. You're not an Alakazam.
No, because I'm 95% complete and I'm depressed. I don't want to finish it. So I want to leave as much as possible for me to enjoy the rest of the game. So I'm only about an hour left of the game. Sad.
Well,
Should I do it
so
again as Ravenclaw?
give me your review of Harry
No,
Potter.
we're
And
not talking Harry Potter.
no, we
We're
could
not.
definitely see. This is the thing. We talked. What did we say in our group chat? Or I guess it's a 1-to-1 chat. What did we say? It was going to be about gaming. He just like smacked the heck out of his son there. It's like, get away.
No, so look, I just want to say this. If you're into Harry Potter or not, or you're into gaming, if you're into gaming, get the game. And if you're into single player role, it's one of the best single player games.
What's up there? What's up there?
Tootsie
Candy?
Rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just grabbed.
Yeah. So what did he grab?
2
Lollipops, or did he grab?
yeah, these are lollipops.
Okay. I saw the
200 of them.
I saw the Tootsie Pop or Tootsie Roll, and I thought, okay, there's lollipops in there. There's Tootsie Rolls. There might be.
This is our favorite flavor, banana.
Oh, jeez. Oh, does it taste like a chocolate banana? Maybe because it's Tootsie Roll.
Freaking delicious. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Anyway, that's enough of the Tootsie. I only have those because they were on sale at Publix for $2. So I grabbed like one bag, and it's been here for 2 months. It won't go away.
Here's the thing. Anytime I travel, I'm going out to California to visit my brother-in-law in June, and I'm so excited. And then I start thinking like, man, okay, I know they have like Wegmans and all that out there. Possibly, do they have a Publix? And I'm like, they don't have a Publix out there. It's only a South thing.
Yeah.
But and then I have like this internal like, like I need to get a pub sub soon.
They have like Stater Brothers out there. Honestly, California sucks.
Yeah. No, it depends. For food, it doesn't. Fish tacos are freaking amazing. Mexican food is amazing because you got to think it borders up to Mexico. What?
I'd put our Mexican food up against them. I really would.
That. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You would put the Cuban food against them. No, you would not put the Mexican food.
Yes, I would.
No, that's absolutely incorrect.
I've lived in California.
That's where in California?
Palm Springs, Palm Desert.
Where's that at?
Right in the freaking heat of it. You couldn't go to Walgreens without protesters out there.
Where in California is that?
Palm Desert, south. It's like 40 minutes from LA. Look it up.
North or south?
I honestly don't know because I was like 14, 15, so I didn't know then.
You say Palm Desert.
Palm Desert, look it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
If it's north.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was hot as hell. It was like next to in all the other cities around like La Quinta.
How old were you when you lived out here?
14, 15, 16 ish.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I do know. Place sucked. I hated California. It was one of the worst.
Yeah. It's out by Joshua Tree.
Yes, I know where I was.
You didn't say that. You could have said, "Oh yeah, it's right next to Joshua Tree."
Well, I didn't want to be conceited or anything. I didn't want everyone to know my trees out there. Like, I don't know.
Our tree.
I do want to go. I've never been I've never been out to Joshua Tree. When I used to go, serious, no joke. My dad moved out there, and I visited him in the summer because I stayed here with my grandma. And it sucked every time because you go out there and it's like you're traveling back in time. The styles are 3 months behind the East Coast. The music is 3 months behind the East Coast. Like it was crazy.
Are you like saying 3 because it's like 3 hours behind the East Coast?
No, like okay, for example, in this time frame, the Livestrong bracelets already came and went. You went out there. Well, okay, like the fat. Everyone was wearing. They came and went. I went out there and they were everywhere still. I'm like, guys,
because they were like, cool. It was
no. It's like, guys, this has been over. And like, what do you mean this is new? I'm like, it's not new. And then my stepmother explained to me, since New York is in the East, in New York's the central fashion place, everything makes its way out west eventually. I don't know if it before internet, pre-internet, guys.
You weren't around pre-internet.
Well, like fast internet. All right. This was seriously when I was 14, AOL just came out. Chat rooms and all that stuff like just came out when I was 14.
Okay, here's the question. What was your AIM name?
Honestly, I don't remember, but I was chatting up with AIM, ASL. What's up? I'm talking about
honestly, mine was Irish Spring, like 420 or something like that. Never smoked pot. I was just I was just looking one time. I was like, man, I really need to come up with a oh no, it was not Irish Spring. It was Irish something. But the way I came up with it was I saw bar soap of Irish, and then I saw another name of something. I meshed them together, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool name.
That's a
I'm
cool
using that."
name. I basically hung around in the chat rooms, and don't make fun of me, but we used to have these. There was two things I did, two things, and a lot of people did them. So, and I bet you some people here watching did them too. There was a Dragon Ball Z,
Jeez.
Dragon Ball Z chat. I was frequently in, and we'd have battles.
You'd have battles. How would you
Yeah.
battle?
I'm gonna show you in the private chat. So, there was a wrestling one, and they would do this. So you would put the name Body Slam. I'm doing them, and then right, you see the word Body Slam, and then I would do .1, .2, .3. You would have to type kick out before I finish .3, and that means you kicked out of my move. And then we would literally do that. Like then he would get to go do his move on me, and then I would have to kick out before he did his 1, 2, 3.
Would you just
Nobody
like
can
copy
see
and paste?
this.
Would you just copy and paste?
This was I was 14, bro. I didn't know any of that shit. And like for example, if you're like we would have promos and stuff. I am not joking.
Oh,
promo is a thing where I let me tell you something, brother. But it'd be in a message board, and then the commissioner of the wrestling league would write out everyone's stuff. Like then Josh would elbow drop Wingate on his neck and pin him to the mat, like, and it would come out every Sunday. I'm like, I won, I'm the champion. And it was like a little like Dungeons and Dragons, but for wrestling and for Dragon Ball Z.
Cool.
So I'm sure someone here knows about this. I doubt it, but I was really huge into that.
Sounds so fun.
Hey man, people fucking roll dice or whatever and play in Dungeons and Dragons, which I wish.
Actually, that's the funny thing, because I asked about my gaming night. My gaming night is being interrupted because one of my brother-in-laws said, "Oh, it's my Dungeons and Dragons night. We role play." I'm like, you. Like, we had this dedicated game night that we could play every single Monday. Works for me, but no. Dungeons and Dragons came between.
Honestly, the game night's important because as dads, pre-dads crush some whatever like Bud Light Platinums or whatever and played Call of Duty until 3 a.m. and whatever. You just do it every night. But as a dad, you can't. So these nights are precious. Like they really are.
That's what I'm saying.
Jared, you're
no, it's not him.
Jared,
he's the one.
Cool.
Jared's the good one. It's another Josh. Josh Byler.
I was going to say this. I don't like the way he spells his name.
Jared.
I hate that.
Don't get mad at him. Get mad at his mom.
I'm not mad at him or his mom. I just never seen that. That's why I hate it.
So anyone on here, Jay Byler 17, go on him Twitter and just say, "Yo, bro, Dungeons and Dragons over your brothers. What's up with that?" Like that's all you got to do.
Yeah, quote tweet it.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching the Beer and Sports Podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe us. YouTube, if you're watching on any other network, please join us in on YouTube and like and subscribe. And you can follow us throughout our journey together through these beer and sports destinations. I don't know what I just said. I just came up with it.
Subscribe us. Hey,
follow us for our OnlyFans.
No, we're not on there, but never mind. I won't say that. But hey, did you hear the news? Did you hear the news? You sent me a meme or a photo. I do want to bring this up. This is serious. We're getting back into serious talk. The Ken Griffey Jr. Thing you sent me. What a ridiculous. Why can't Lamar get paid?
Well, have you not heard of Bobby Bonita?
Yeah, I know. Why can't Lamar get paid, but these guys can? That's what I'm so confused about.
They are getting paid, but they extend it throughout like 25, 30 year time frame. So they get paid like what did it say? Ken Griffey's getting paid like $3.27 million this year, and he's one of the second highest paid Cincinnati Red.
That's the best. This is absolutely funny to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. To think that Ken Griffey, some people that are potentially, let me think about this. When did Ken Griffey retire?
God, it had to be when I was in.
Some kids that are 21 right now probably do not even remember who Ken Griffey Jr. is.
Dude, that's a lot of things though. Like, remember when we were in the other network and there was guys in the network that they weren't even born when Tom Brady was playing? I'm like,
no, that's awful.
Like to me, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault they were born later.
That's
But to me,
so their
that's
fault.
just wild. Like you didn't see before Tom Brady. You didn't see how bad the Patriots were and how bad Drew Bledsoe was, and how
They
that
weren't that
franchise
bad.
not bad, but as a
No,
Dolphins
like
fan, like
they
they were just like the freaking
Drew
Patriots.
Bledsoe
Like
was sending them in the right direction, and Tom Brady took over that
that's true.
direction.
But before that, they were just
Oh yeah, they were awful
and it was mainly the Jets.
because
Like
of
the
Pete Carroll.
Jets, it's
No, it's
but
not
the
because of
Jets
Pete
were the
Carroll.
biggest problem for the Dolphins. But the Patriots and Bills, they were just a joke, and now they're the top.
Well,
just
and it's
funny.
also the coach that was in that destination. Bill
Of course.
Parcells was with the Jets, and then he came over to the Patriots, right? Or no, he didn't come over to the Patriots, right?
I don't think he did
He went to the
afterwards. No.
Giants, right?
Yeah, I think he went to the Giants. But
Different blue
yeah,
team. No, he was
different.
with the Patriots.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
I hate that team.
So
Like who do you hate the most? Like if you had to hate one team the
Philadelphia.
most, Philadelphia. Well, which one? Flyers,
No,
Phillies, Eagles.
Yeah,
Like if you
I'm
had
a Phillies fan. I don't really mind. Like I'll root for the 76ers just because. I mean, you don't want the name of your or the story of your team to suck for a certain player, and you're going to turn it around because you're going to suck for that long and you're going to lose, and then you don't turn it around ever. Like, what have you done? You made the playoffs. You're like the Dallas Cowboys at this point. You make the playoffs and you lose. So
I think the team I hate the most, and it used to be Yankees, used to be Boston, used to be those teams. But I stopped caring about baseball, so it's no longer them. So this is honestly a new question for me. Like, what team do I hate the most? Because things
it's going to
evolve.
be a hockey team. It's going to
Do you
be Nashville Predators.
Do you think it's a hockey team?
Yeah, it's going to be the Preds.
Predators are so irrelevant; they don't even matter. If it was a hockey team, it'd be the Bruins
Or the Avalanche.
No, Avalanche are cool people, man. They were just better that year. But Boston's a real piece of trash. But I think I would go.
What about Pittsburgh, the Penguins? Everyone hates the Penguins, I feel like.
I don't mind them. They're good.
Okay.
Like Crosby's respectable. It's not gonna be a hockey team. It's really a football team.
Okay.
It's really a football team.
So it's the Patriots.
No, it's the Buccaneers. I fucking hate this team so much. And hey, Pat Donovan, if you're watching, I know you're coming on in a couple weeks. I know you love your Bucks. We'll talk about them. I'm just joking. I love the Bucks.
No, you're not.
Really. I hate the fans. I really hate Tampa fans in general. Biggest.
Why? What do you hate about them,
dude? So Tom Brady's gone.
Yeah.
There will be nobody wanting to. The Bucks tickets will be free, as they were before he was here. And when I mean free, people, I'm not saying they're a discount. No, you can go get them for free because nobody wants to be there. That's a fact. I would get free tickets and just not show up. That's a fact. So it's going to go back to that because Tampa fans are just completely.
I don't know if it's going to go back to that. I think you're really underestimating what they do have a quarterback.
Josh.
What?
They had Jameis Winston here, who was a top pick, who they were excited about. Still happened.
Yeah, but when did it happen? Not when he was a rookie. It didn't happen. People were lining up to get tickets.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
Dude, nobody wants tickets there. I'm not joking about that. Like, it's not a big like make fun of Tampa thing. That's a terrible.
People were lining up at $1 way.
The $1 place. And they were not. I mean, yeah, there was excitement, but there wasn't people lining up. Not like it is now. There's a waiting list there was a waiting list for the season tickets, not anymore. But I think Tampa's I hate them the most because you know why?
So it's not your most hated team. You just hate.
Well, when I look at a team,
the dedication of the fan base.
Yeah, I hate the fan base.
Yeah,
I hate the fan base. It's nothing. And
I hate the Eagle fan base. Like not all of them, but the majority of everyone you hear about when you go to the game, you can't go to the game because they beliterate you. They are belligerent. It's true, 100% true. That's the way they are. Even when you go to a Phillies game, there's always that one Eagles fan that just doesn't care. He gets pissed drunk and just yells at everyone and makes people feel like they're dirt.
In the year 2023, why is this still going on?
I don't know.
They should be kicked out of the game and banned for life. Like this is the way I would handle things if I was that situation, but they can't because it'd be.
But they don't want to because they want that mentality. They want that, and it brings this community and camaraderie between the Eagles fans, and
So
that's
you want
what
to be
they
a
want
scumbag.
there.
You want
Yeah,
to be a.
if they're selling out all their tickets at home and they're creating this home field advantage in Philadelphia, because not many away fans are going to come to an Eagles game because they already know they have potential to be jumped, and just they are in harm's way if they go to an Eagles game.
Nobody should feel that way.
No one should, and that's why I don't like Eagle fans.
And at some point can't you just have a lawsuit against the Eagles? Because you're stepping into their stadium, and you're
you could.
Because that's what I would do. Number one thing, honestly, if I was assaulted in that stadium, I would definitely sue the Eagles, 1,000%, and probably the NFL.
Yeah,
because they're allowing this as well. This is that. Look, the NFL, they're a part of that shield. They're a part of that organization. And I know I don't want to get the serious talk, but if I know it's like people think it's cute. Oh, it's Philadelphia. No, guys, this is like it's 2023.
It's
if
literally people.
If I wanted to bring my child to a game and where they're playing the Dolphins, I should be able to wear any kind of shirt I want to without having my life threatened for over a fucking sports game.
Or your child have beer thrown on them.
Yeah, no, if that happens, I'm gonna fuck them all up.
Oh, it would happen.
I promise you that.
If you're wearing a jersey, I guarantee you a beer will be thrown in your direction and hit your child.
And that whole thing where what the situation. No, I shouldn't have to know the situation.
Yeah.
It's 2023. I can wear a purple shirt. I can wear an orange shirt. I can wear whatever shirt I want. You fucking loser clown, fucking pussy. Sorry, Bobby. I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad.
But that is why Philadelphia, and I've seen scenarios where Philadelphia fans have tried to ruin people's lives because of a tweet that they had. There was a tweet brought out a few years back of when who's the center for the Sixers? Joel Embiid. He got hurt in a game. I think he tore his ACL or something, and a female pundit from Barstool made a comment, and it wasn't like a bad comment, but she was notoriously known for going against the 76ers. I know of someone that got their number through backwave channels that they have, got the number, and just called and called and called and called and called and called and called. Said that they were coming to her house and they're going to do stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what are you doing? You literally understand that this is a game. Like, this is someone's life and a game. What is more important in this scenario? Like, get over it. 100% just get over it.
That's how honestly, like, I know it's not good for the for the show and for podcasting, but
Oh,
that's how I feel. That's how I feel about a lot of stuff. Like, we're really arguing about this and you're leaving this. Like, people do this. Like, Mark, I don't want to say anyone's name, but like, you're leaving chats because I don't agree with you on Justin Fields. Like, this is, and I'm not even attacking. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is don't compare Fields to Hurts and Josh Allen because DJ Moore's not AJ Brown and Diggs. And then you leave a chat and call me a stupid idiot.
Yeah.
We're talking about sports, guys. Like, this isn't real life.
And you can't, like, I hate that everyone has to have their feelings hurt. Like, just have a conversation without feelings. Like, I'm not coming, like, if I have a conversation with anybody, I'm literally not coming at them to hurt their feelings. I'm trying to prove a point. And then I would love for you to come back and prove your point, and then we can just have a legit conversation about this. Don't get your feelings hurt on things I say to you. Like,
I think the problem is, as people, because a lot of people are like, man, back in the day, kids didn't say this, kids didn't say that, kids didn't talk to an adult this way. Now we have the internet where we can say whatever we want to whoever, because you're just a face. You're just a face on a phone. Yep. So I can say whatever I want to you, right? I just the tragic news about the kids, right?
Nashville,
and then you look at the comments on CNN and it's like, oh, I guess it's not going to get media attention because it was a transgender. And then you see all these people. Oh, where's the media coverage on this one? No. This is not the fucking time. But they don't know, because in their minds, oh, it's just a news article. I'm just going to say a bunch of dumb shit.
It's not real to them.
It's not real to them. But in reality, 3 fucking kids lost their lives, and you're worried about news coverage and who's
What was
going to
it?
cover what.
Total of 7 people. I don't know if
Well,
they
I
added
know
on to
about
that.
the 3 kids and then
Yeah,
the 3. So I saw 6 total. But the point is, people can say whatever the fuck they want on the internet and have no repercussions just because you're nothing
Yeah.
to them and then they're nothing to you.
It didn't happen in your backyard, so what's the
it-
matter to you? And it's just a shameful way to go about things, and it's sad, really,
then
where we're moving in society.
And then you just take that to your chat. We take that to our group chat. We take that to whatever. We take that mentality away, and then you forget you're talking to Josh Wingate. You're
Yep.
talking to Josh Wingate 302 on Twitter. And
Oh,
but seriously though, and then you're not associating. You're associating the @ sign, but
Yep.
without the person.
Yep.
And that's where we're at in this world, and it sucks.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching the Beer and Sports Podcast. This is coming to an end. We have Alex Brown joining us. They hide behind the post because they don't know how to confront people face to face. That's true. We're just trying to throw some love in the world. That's all we want. And Josh is probably the biggest believer in that, because anytime we want to throw something negative in this show, he is the first one to be like, look, I don't want to say anything negative about anybody. I want to be a positive show. And I appreciate that, because he does. He checks me at the door when I come with some negative annotation to anything. He's like, look, we're a positive show. I just want to keep the show positive. And he truly does do that. But again, we are the Beer and Sports Podcast. Follow us at Mugs and Balls on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and the network, Defense Talk Sports Network, on all those platforms as well. Make sure to like and subscribe to us, not us. Do you have any last words? And I'm curious of what these last words are going to be today.
It's just hug your families, man.
And don't forget, we also have a show coming on, I believe, 9:15. Do you remember that time of that show?
No, but I'm going to plug myself. I'll be on Wednesday night with Alex, WrestleMania preview, Roman's going over, and then catch me. Just kidding. No, but I will be on the Wednesday show. And I have no ideas after this. They're great guys, though.
I believe it is the East 10th Street Boys next after us at
Oh, yeah. Those guys are awesome, yeah.
9:30 p.m. So make sure to catch them after us. And again, that WrestleMania preview, I've heard in our channels as well that this is going to be one of the biggest shows to ever have seen in this network. So what are your last words for us, Kimmel?
That's it. Seriously, I'm being dead ass serious. Hug your families, love your kids, be good to people, man.
Amen.